Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas Eve, or Happy Christmas Eve. It is December 24th, and it literally is December 24th. I did not film yesterday. Um, I just had a lot of things that I had to do yesterday, so unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to film. So, here we are, Christmas Eve morning, and let's get some work done. Hi, everybody. I'm Mary Jo from Mary Jo's Creations. If you're new, welcome. And if you're not, hi, guys. How y'all doing? I'm tired. I'm very tired right now. But there's 2 more days. Now, well, one more day. Tomorrow. I'm so used to filming a day ahead that, like, right now, I'm just so tired and a little confused. So before we get started, I did pick out the colors yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to finish that video, and then I just deleted it by by accident. So we're just gonna start all over, but I'm just going to leave the colors the way they were. We picked the squares right, and I think that I'm just going to do all 4 squares today. How does that sound? I'm going to show you something that I've been working on. I did show you the hat already. I want to make another one, most likely today or tomorrow, just for fun. You know, have one that's an actual Santa hat. And I want to do the brim a little bit different. I don't know if I have that yarn over here. Hold on. Okay, now I'm trying to find the perfect combo, right? I do the first Santa hat that I made. The white was a little bit like thin, so I couldn't have the brim just up like in this Santa hat. Right? It had to be folded. And then it came out too short. So I was going to do it a little bit longer and then fold it, but then I decided to try and double strand it. And this did come out rather stiff. If y'all know, when you double strand yarn, it does get stiff. And that's always good, like if you want to make baskets, or if you want to make like the conical hat that I made, the witch's hat, if you want to make it where you can shape it, that's all I did was just double strand yarn, and I got it to where I could, you know, shape it a little bit, and it's really good when you do that. But this, I think it's like, I don't know if some people would like this, because again, there is not really any give, which I like, because when you're wearing a hat, you don't want it to like overstretch over time, you know? So I kind of do like it like this. But I also wanted to have another option. So in case, like, you know, someone might not like this, there is a softer option. Now, I can do like the Santa hat and use one strand and make it taller, a little bit actually taller than this, so we can fold it and there's like a decent thick brim, but I kind of want to try something else too. And last year I did make a Santa hat. I can grab it in a little while and show you, and I made it out of this yarn, which is the Hometown yarn by Lion Brand. And this is really, really soft. The thing is that when you hold it, it doesn't feel like, I mean, there's weight to it, but it does feel light. Even when you work with it, it's very light and very soft. The problem is that when you work up a whole hat, it's very heavy. And that's why, like, the hat that I made last year was very short. It kind of reminded me of like a Hershey's Kiss. And when I get up, I'll show you. I'll grab it to show you. But I don't want to do the center pull on that yet. But, you know, I did make it rather short. And one of the reasons was that it was starting to get very heavy. And so I don't want to do it like that again. Because some people aren't going to want, I mean, like, a lot of people, I don't think they want to wear wear a hat that's that heavy. But I was thinking, maybe I can do a brim out of the white yarn. And then do the hat portion on top of it. And see how that looks. And then we can use the thinner yarn and make a taller brim to fold. Like the original Santa hat that I made a few days ago. And, you know, try different things and see which one I like best. And get your opinion and see which one you think is best. Or if you like, you know, all three. I don't know why, but I think I have a pimple like right here. And it really, really hurts. So I'm sorry. And the only reason I said that is because it looks like my nose is really red. And I don't think you care, but it hurts. So if you see me touching my nose, I'm so sorry, but it really, really, really hurts. But I do want to do that, and I might just do that tomorrow when I'm hanging around, you know, relaxing. To be quite fair, I might make 2 videos today so that I have one that goes up tomorrow. This one, just fair warning, as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm not going to edit. I'm going to do my best to not make any real mistakes. And I'm just going to upload it. And you get to see, like, you know. And that's how I used to do my videos when I first started, right? So it's, if you've seen any of my previous videos, it's just going to be the same way. But I think that I'm going to, this is a mess. I think that I'm going to do that, and then I'll have like 4 different kinds, right? I'll have one with this brim here where it's double-stranded. One with this brim here, or 3 hats. One with this brim here, and see how that looks. And then do a regular, just 1 strand of white, and make it high enough where I can fold it and have like a brim about that size. Because some people don't like really tall brims either. So that is my plan. And, you know, again, I don't know how much time I'm going to have today because it all depends. I do have some stuff to do around the house. And we're just going to take it one step at a time and try and figure this all out. But I did want to show you, and I also do want to work on my Hexie cardigan, because, I mean, I don't think I'm going anywhere, to be honest. Oh, damn it, I just pulled it out. Oh, fudge. Where's my hook? You know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be home. So it really doesn't matter if it's done right now or not. If I can finish it, if I work on it more today, then hopefully I can still wear it tomorrow. But I'm not going to, you know, overwork myself because it is what it is. It is Christmas Eve, guys. Christmas Eve, y'all. And, you know, I just want to relax. I want to, I think I'm going to bake some cranberry bread I made scones the last time, and I don't know if I want scones or muffins or bread, but I might bake something today, later on. I love baking. That's like my first happy place, is baking. And it's really good. But I know we haven't seen this in a while, so I'm going to just show you real quick. We have this whole side completely done on one sleeve. And I believe I need like 2 rounds of this color changing yarn, and then another round of green. So that's 6. And then 2 more of these, and the entire sleeve is done. It just has to be attached, and it'll be attached with the red. So this one is like halfway. And remember, the way I'm doing it is I'm going to go from sleeve to sleeve. So once I tie off one yarn, it's going to be used for the next sleeve. So I finished the red on this one. Today, hopefully, I can get the red worked up on this one, and then do the variegated on this one, and then put it down, and then do the variegated on this one, and then do the green, and just go back and forth. And hopefully, if I have time, I'm not planning on working on anything else. So between doing the stuff in the house and then sitting down and, relaxing, I can crochet a little bit more. And we're going to play it by ear and see how far we get. And again, I still have time tomorrow to work on it and still be able to wear it tomorrow. So we're going to see how that works out. And the last thing I want to show you that I've been working on is this one. I do want to see if I can get done today. So that might be what's in today's video. We're going to work on the squares. The squares don't take long, right? So we're going to work on the squares. I won't crochet the entire square with you. I'll do a little bit so that way we have time to fit everything in. I still don't know how you guys, I know that I just want to say Merry Christmas to Peggy. She is one of the first, she is the first person who ever started commenting on my page, and I'm so grateful for her. And I just want to say, Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas Eve and a wonderful Christmas Day. And I know she does like it when, I say her name, and really, I'm just like you. I'm just a normal person. Well, not so much normal, but I'm just a person, and it warms my heart that, I can bring joy and happiness to someone else, and that's the whole reason for this channel. But I just wanted to say a special thank you to you, because it means a lot to me. And I hope you do have a wonderful holiday. And I don't know why, I just felt like I needed to say that. But the last thing I'm working on is this. This is going to be a French beret. Now, I believe I'm supposed to increase for 10 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm halfway there. So once I finish my squares, we're going to work on this. And then I'll do a little bit of the hat. Now, it is fairly early. I was able to start early, so it's about 10. I can't really see. Hold on. I have horrible eyesight far away. It's 10:38. So we're going to work on these squares. And then I might take a break. And then when I come back, we're going to work on this beret. And hopefully I can get it finished. Because this, I don't know if my friend is coming over. She said she might stop by today to spend, you know, a little bit of Christmas Eve with me. And that is really for her. So if I could get that done early, that would be really great. If she doesn't show up, it's okay. But I would like to have it just in case. And we're going to work on that. And that shouldn't take me very long because I think that whole section took me less than an hour. I think like maybe 45 minutes, half an hour. I don't know. I wasn't really timing myself, but I know it wasn't very long. So the rest of the hat should not take me very long. It's really just increasing until, if I understand correctly, it's increasing until round 10 and then doing 3 rounds of the same stitch count and then decreasing a little bit. So I'm thinking that within an hour, we should be able to get that hat done. So, you know, I want to have this video up no later than 1:30, 2 o'clock for all of you. And, you know, so that's why I said there's going to be very little editing, if any at all, done to this video. I'm just going to try and I'll pause the video when I'm, you know, really crocheting, and that way, you know, we can get it down to a decent size. And that's what I was saying. See, my ADD is on overdrive. The whole point of me thanking Peggy was because I want to get this video up and done, and she came into my mind, and now it's like, oh, I lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me. But just know that it's when I get it, I'm just going to come out and say it. But what I was about to say was what triggered me wanting to thank you. You're awesome. But I want to get this video up so that it can, you know, you can have time to watch it. I'm still trying to go live. But I think I was able to probably do it yesterday. The problem was, again, I wasn't home and I was helping my friend, wrap gifts for her grandkids. And then I ended up getting, roped into doing something else, but I love kids. So I was happy to do it, and I didn't get home until late. And then I just didn't have the energy. I was exhausted. So, I thought that I would just do the video this morning. Actually, my friend's daughter was the one who told me that I should go to sleep when I came home and just do the video in the morning. So that's what I'm doing. And it's still early, so like I said, I want to get it up by 1 o'clock, 1:30, and that way I'll spend the rest of the day filming tomorrow's video. So you're really going to get back to back, but it's going to be one whole day of filming that you're getting. And so I don't want this video to be too long. That's where it went. You guys need to let me know if you like these long videos. Now, I know that Peggy likes my long videos, and I am all for giving you what you want, but I hope you appreciate that I don't want to just be talking. And on that note, let's get going. I will finish that conversation 1 second, but this hat is the next thing we're going to work on. And in the video that I shoot later, I will show all of the squares. Now, what I'm going to do is all 4 squares. I'm doing them today because, again, this is the 24th. Tomorrow's the 25th. And I am filming both videos back to back. So we are just going to one foul swoop, get these squares out of the way, and be done with it. So that way later on, when I'm filming tomorrow's video, I can show you all the squares together. So I'm going to pick one out. We're going to do them in this order. this one, then the blue one, then this one, and then the purple one. And then we're done. So, alrighty then. And remember, when we're done with this one, we're going to toss it into this little bucket so that I don't use it for the next one. And unless we run out of colors, then we'll figure that out. But now I can get back to what I was saying. And I want to apologize. My ADHD brain is on overdrive. Maybe it's from lack of sleep, lack of rest. The fibromyalgia doesn't help either. So I want to apologize right now for the rest of the day that, you know, if I jump around a lot, I'm so sorry, but there is a point to all of it. And I'm so sorry. And you will, eventually you'll be like, oh, okay, that's where she was going with it. So just bear with me, guys, okay? Bear with me in my, you know, craziness. But I do like making the long videos because I like showing you my process, you know? Like, I like watching those artists who crochet. I like watching videos where, you know, the crocheters aren't just talking to you. You know, they're talking and they're making something at the same time and showing you. And those are the kinds of videos that I enjoy watching. And those are the kinds of videos that I want to make. And it's very hard, in my opinion. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just, you know, I haven't been doing this for very long, so it's very hard for me. I'm learning as I go. But for me, I like to share certain things with you and show you what I'm doing. And I don't feel like I can get that done within, you know, 20-25 minutes. You know, so that's why I do make my videos a little bit longer than most. And I watch all different kinds, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a few YouTube artists that I've been watching since the beginning of my crochet journey, and some that I found after, and some that I found more recently. And, you know, I do watch Passionate Kelsey. She was the first one that I started watching, and I love her. She's a sweetheart, and she's so hardworking, and she sometimes amazes me on how much she can get done, and the fact that she can edit her videos to a way where she puts so much into it, and it's just so little time. But I also recently found another one who also does amazing work, and her videos are rather short. Crocheting with Coffee. I believe that's what it is. And I believe her name is Sarah. And she is a sweetheart. And I just found her, I think, either during Vlogmas or right before Vlogmas. I can't remember right now. The days all blur together. But she is a total sweetheart. And I do really enjoy her videos. And she's another one who makes them so short. And, you know, I've tried. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I like to talk. And again, I just want to reiterate, like, I just want to get it out there. I'm not trying to be like anybody else. This is me. What you see is what you get. And I'm here to help people. I was trying to find a guideline, but it's so cool that there's so many artists with so many different styles. And, you know, I just want to come on here and just be myself. And sometimes, some days, I will talk about what some people would think is absolutely nothing. And sometimes, you know, I will show you things, the way that I do things. I'll share. It's just gonna, you never know what you're gonna get with me. And sometimes I'll be ranting like, oh, my rant with the 3-weight yarn. I'm so sorry about that one. But I just want this a safe space where, you know, people like me who aren't very, you know, used to doing this. And, you know, I like watching people crochet and talk. So that's what I'm going to do. And if you would like to spend an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I don't think I think I have. I was going to say, I don't think I've ever made a video that long, but yeah, I think I have. And you guys watch it. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And I hope y'all stick around. Because I do like my long content videos. And I hope you do too. And I like crocheting with you. I like sitting here, and sometimes, yes, I run out of things to say. It's no secret. But sometimes, you know, you finish a conversation. Sage green. Okay. That's a thing. This one's small, and I don't know how I might end up using this one. Although this one, I think I have, if I do want to put more, if I do end up using all of this right now, because it's not a lot, and, you know, clusters, it can be deceiving. But I believe I do have more of that in my cubby that's like the skeins that are halfway or more used that aren't rolled up into scraps yet. So we can always grab more of that if we want. But, you know, I just wanted to come on here and say thank you for all the people that have made it possible. Oh, I was talking before about going live. Yesterday, I wasn't able to try because, again, I wasn't home for most of the day. And I wasn't able to try and go live. And today, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that either because I have a lot of things to do. And again, I have to film like 2 videos, this one and then film the one for tomorrow. So I know I said that I was going to take a break, but I did promise y'all that I would do a live once I got to 50 subscribers. And again, I tried, except it told me that I had to be, I had to have 50 subscribers and I guess have that for a period of 24 hours before I was allowed to go live. And that day when I hit 50 subscribers and I put that video out, it was like, oh, it would go back and forth. I would check it one time and it would be at 50. I would check it another time and it was down back to 49. And so by the end of the night, it was at 50, and the following day, it was at 50 the whole time. It still is at 50, and I think that yesterday I would have probably been able to go live, but that didn't happen. But all of this to say that most likely I will try to do a live. I mean, I don't know if I would do one tomorrow because it's Christmas. I mean, I don't know if anyone would want me to go live on Christmas. They have better things to do than hang out with me on a live. But hey, you never know, right? So, like, if y'all want to see me go live tomorrow, I can try and do live tomorrow, or I can wait till the day after Christmas, and that would be Friday, right? And try to go live on Friday. Um, you can tell me, put it down in the comment section. If anyone wants to see me go live tomorrow, I can try and do that. I might have my daughter and my grandkids come by tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, so we'll see how that goes. But I promise you that before the end of the year, I will be going live. And I will do my best to hopefully do it by the latest Friday. But if I can't, for some reason, do it on Friday, then there is always Saturday or Monday or maybe even Sunday, because I know there are some people that I follow that go live on Sunday. I think Jessica from Bird's Nest, she's done lives on Sundays. And, you know, we can see what happens. At this point, right now, until the end of the year, honestly, I'm just going to be winging it. I have no plans at all from now until, like, at least the 1st of January. I have nothing planned. I just want to just relax as much as possible. I just need to count the rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's not much left in this sage. We're just going to use it until it runs out and figure it out then. But, you know, we're just going to take it day by day and see where that goes. And I hope that y'all come along for the ride. There is also someone else that I wanted to, you know, thank. I also found another YouTuber this week that she's fairly, I think her channel is, I don't know if it's, as new as mine. I believe she's been on here longer than me. But I found her through Sarah from Crochet with Coffee, and I'm sorry, my brain is like going crazy. I cannot remember her name at the moment, but I do believe that it's, her channel is The Empty Nester, I think. And I will get that information, but she is so sweet as well, and I finished the green. Oh, I'm not supposed to be looking, right? I'm just supposed to be grabbing white. Of course we would grab the white. Oh, there's white in the center, so that's actually okay. We're going to put that. For some reason, I like my yarn to be to the left of me. I don't really care for it being in front of me or to the right. I like my yarn to be on my left. And I'm just strange. But she is fairly new, and to me, she's fairly new to me. And I did watch one of her videos yesterday where she had her daughter on, and it was just the sweetest thing. And, you know, I love this parts of this community, because there are some YouTubers who And I think it's like, I don't know, I've noticed it more with the, I might get shit for saying this, but I think it's more of those of us who are a little older. Because I don't like being called old. I am older, and I'm okay with that. But, you know, I don't like the word old, because I'm not old. I'm older. And those of us who are older, I guess we've just been through so much crap that it's just so nice to find people who have the same interests and support each other. And Angie, is that your name, Angie? I mean, at this point, all of you probably think I'm absolutely nuts, and that's okay, because all of you are probably correct. But I like to think I'm a good kind of crazy. But it's just like the support that I see some of these women gravitating to, you know, like helping and supporting each other and lifting us up, and that's the community that I want to be a part of. You know, like Creative Grandma, she's great, and you know, she's wonderful. And another one that I love to watch is Cinnamon Stitches. Jen, you're awesome. And not that she's ever going to see my videos, but you know, I found her not too long ago either. I think right after Halloween, like around Thanksgiving, I think. And, you know, she's just so real and so amazing. And I'm so sorry for your loss. And I just love this community that especially these last few months, these artists, very talented, beautiful crochet artists that I found. And I'll just say artists, because I think some of us do way more than just crochet. I know I do. And I believe that there are some of us who, you know, this was a blessing that I found. But I've done a lot of art before I found crochet. So, just artists in general. But this crochet community, these ladies that I've found and that I've started watching within the last few months, it's just, they're so beautiful and amazing. When I figure out, because bear with me, I'm very new at this, and I'm learning this all on my own, because I'm all by myself, and I don't have anyone showing me how to do any of this, so I'm really doing this all on my own. But when I can, I will figure out how to put them in the description box, and, you know, you should go check some of them out. They're amazing, and don't get me wrong, I love a lot of the artists that I started watching that are, you know, younger, and they're all amazing. And I gotta tell you, I will also link them when I figure out how to do it. But there's something different about the last handful of creators that I found, that it's like they seem to support each other a lot more. And I really enjoy that because, you know, I only have this tiny bit left. Give me a second. I will get back to my conversation. Actually, we're going to tuck this in this way because we have all the knots back there. So this is what this one looks like. I actually like that. What do y'all think? I think it's pretty. We are going to find the right, like, ooh, I like it like that. That's nice. So we got one square down, and I'm going to pick the colors for the next. Actually, we're going to tie this white right to this blue and finish that. We do have more white, but we're not going to put it in there because we're just going to use those up until we need more. This one was already used in one square. I'm putting a little bit of it in this square, so I really don't want to use it for the other two. But I'm going to finish up what I was saying, and then I'm going to take a break because this video is already very long. And I'm just yapping. But again, I just it's very important to me because I've never felt like I fit in anywhere. Ever since I was a kid, I never truly felt like I belonged anywhere. I was always the odd kid, you know, like, and even into my adulthood, I never felt like I fit in anywhere. And I was always surrounded by people who just didn't understand me. And for a long time, you know, I thought I would never feel comfortable this is hard for me. I thought I would never find a place where I would truly fit in. And I have to say that some of these beautiful, amazing, strong women that I found that are crocheting and putting themselves out there, it has really made me feel like I found a good place. And they're also sweet, you know. I do leave messages on their videos because I do love watching them. And it's so sweet. I've never really been supported with, have people support me with the things that I've liked to do. And it's only been recently, with the people that I have in my life now, that I've actually felt supported with the things that I want to do. And I didn't want to get emotional. So I just want to say this. Thank you, all of those beautiful women that I've been following lately. Once I do figure out how to do all of that, I will be linking their channels into mine because, you know, if you have time, you know, just check them out. I mean, I obviously I want you to watch me, but I think there is time for everyone. And I think that there is enough out there to share for everyone. And again, I might not be someone's cup of tea, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I really am. But I'm sure that there are people out there like me who are also looking for someone to connect with and to be able to crochet with and craft with. And I'm here, and I just wanted to take this time out to say thank you to those beautiful women that have given me the strength to either start this channel or keep going. Because there was a time where I was going to stop. And thank you, all of you. And I'm just going to finish this square, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we finished this color. I'm going to grab another one. I'm getting very low. I finished the color completely. We have this lilac. So we're going to tie this on. And we're going to see how far it goes. And I honestly don't know if I have enough in this basket to finish the last 2 remaining squares, because I am going to finish those right now. So I'm going to tie this on and work this up, and then I'll come back to you and show you. And then I will show you what I have left. I don't know if this color will be enough to finish off the rest of the rounds. Let me see. What round am I on? 1, 2, 3. I'm on the 4th round. I don't know if that'll go, like, basically 2 more rounds, but we're going to figure it out. I'll be right back. Okay, so the purple went this far. And I need to finish round 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to pick one more color. This dark purple. Okay. And I'm going to tie this on here. There's only one corner done. So I'm going to tie this on. All right. And I'm very excited to see how this blanket is going to look once we attach all of the squares. But I'm going to work this up, and I'll show you when it's done.
Come back later.
Okay. That's what this one looks like. I'm liking that.
I promise.
Yeah, I like it like that, with the pink on top and the purple, like the lilac, not pink. Duh. Hold on. I forgot to pause that. The light purple, the lilac, and the dark purple, I think that looks really pretty. We are going to tuck this end in here. Actually, we're going to tuck the knot in behind here. That's the only thing that, like, that bothers me sometimes. It's like the knots. But I've also noticed that once you start wearing things, once they start relaxing, you don't even notice the knots anymore. Half of the time I can't find the knots. But I like the way this looks. I think that that's so pretty. But I'm going to take a break. Actually, you know what? Let's pick out the colors. There's this much purple left. And there is the white and this purple. Those two are duplicates. So these are the only colors I have left. Now, obviously, at this point, everything's going to be duplicated, right? I don't know how long these are going to last me. I don't know if I should go inside and grab a few different colors of yarn, or if I should just work with these. So we're just going to work with these for now, and if I do run out of yarn before I can finish these last two little squares, then we'll figure it out from there. But okay, we're going to put this yarn on. This is going to be the first square. And I'm going to pick out all the colors. And then I'm going to take a break, because I need a break. Okay, and I think we're going to pick out 3 colors for that square. What it is what it is, right? I mean, at this point, the most we have is purple. But, so we have these 3 right now. So this variegated, this plum color here, and this rich purple that we just used. And we're going to put it into this square. I don't know if we're going to use all of it. We'll see what happens when I come back. Remember, for you, it's just a second, dude. Before I take a break, I had this on and it was hot, so I kind of took it off, but I just wanted to show you my little shrug that I made. And like the sleeves come, like, actually the sleeves I think come right up to my cuff, and I just made this today. 'Cause it's Christmas and I needed something green, right? So, there we go. But I just wanted to show you, this is something that I made with scrap yarn. These greens were all left over, and the white and the beige, and most of it is Premier yarn, and this variegated yarn here is Joann's, but this was also made out of scrap yarn. That's why the sleeves aren't so long, and this was like one of my first pieces, so like I didn't know how to really do sleeves yet, so you see how like there's a drastic change. I do them different now, but that's another thing that I want to focus on next year, is by, you know, sharing the little things that I've learned on this journey, and hopefully grow with you. But I'm going to take a break, and I'll be back.
Let's go.
Okay, hey everybody, hold on. Hey guys. Okay, so I already tied on this, and there is quite a bit of it left. So I have one more square, remember? And it's just going to have a lot of repeat colors at this point. So we're going to put this back in here. Actually, we're going to leave that out for right now. Oh, no. We already picked our colors, right? So we're going to put that back in there to pick for the last square. And we're going to tie this up here. My fingers don't want to work. There we go. And that knot's not going anywhere. Okay. And I'm going to work on this color and see how much of this color we're going to use. And when I'm done, I'll show you. I'll be back in just a sec, okay, guys? Okay, so this is how much I have left, and I know it's not going to be enough to go around this side, so instead of doing that, I'm just going to cut it off right here, and we're going to use the rest of this. I'm actually just going to tie it on right now onto this little one, and hold on, it fell. Okay, so I'm going to tie this one on here because at this point, this is the last square. So the bigger scraps that I have, I'm going to just save those, you know, and try to use all the smaller ones. So right now, this is the smallest one. And I do have to use that purple for the rest of this square. And I don't know if it's going to finish off. So we will use that purple. Whatever is left, if there's anything left on this square. So this square is really going to be like whatever's left of all the squares that we've done so far. And right now I'm going to tie this purple on. And I do think that this is going to be a lot more than what I need for this square. So that's going to be okay. Because we'll just tie on whatever's left onto that square. And that square is just going to have a bunch of leftovers. And if it doesn't fit, if it doesn't finish off that square and I have to pick another color, then we can always do that. There are like 2 more purples and a white in there. So we'll see how that last one turns out. And I'm kind of, sorry. I'm kind of excited for that because, you know, it's going to be like whatever's left, and it's interesting to see how it's going to look, or at least for me it is. But I'm going to go finish off this square, and then I will come back and show you. So I will be right back for you. Just 2 seconds. Okay, so this is how much the purple gave me. And I'm just going to finish it off, but I do need a little bit more. This is not going to cut it. So we're going to go in here, and of course we pick out more purple. You know what? This is my last square, and I want to use this color. Oh, well, it would match the inside, right? We'll just do the one I picked. And then this will most likely, whatever we don't use from this, we're going to put this right in here. And we're going to use the last 2 colors in there to do the last square. So I know that this one is going to be a lot left over. So, sorry, I'm watching a movie. And, you know, I like watching shit blow up, so I decided to watch Lethal Weapon 3, because of course I did. But anyway, I'm going to do this, finish this square off. And then most likely what I'm thinking, because remember I said I wanted to use the scraps, right, first. And again, we don't have a lot of colors left. Mainly everything is purple, which is different shades of purple, which is fitting because that is my favorite color. So, what I'm going to do is, I think this is the smallest one, or they're pretty much the same size, right? So, I guess we'll see how small this one gets after I make this corner and attach it. And then we'll figure out what's going to go first. Either I'm going to pick, or I'm going to, you know, just see what goes first based on the size. I don't know. Who knows anymore? But I do gotta say, I am so proud of myself that I have, you know, come this far and have almost completed Vlogmas. Now, if I... I'm sorry, my allergies are like really acting up right now. And that could be because I was around cats yesterday, who knows, but... Okay, that's what this square looks like. I like that. And now, we have this color left, and this color left. And they're approximately about the same size, right? So, we're going to throw those in there, and I'm not looking, and I'm just going to go in and grab one. I'm just going to go in and grab one because I can tell the difference. So, I'm not going to swirl them around because I know which one is which. So, I'm just going to go in, grab one, and that's it. Okay. So, this one's first. And again, I'm not going to do the entire square with this one because, you know, I like to have different colors, and the norm, I don't know if that was like that from the beginning, but I know that this last half, as the squares started getting smaller, it's been normal for me to put like 3 colors into the square. So we're going to see. Oh, I hate when that happens. My hands still don't want to work very well. But okay. There we go. And now we have two colors right now, and we are going to see where this takes us. And when I'm done with these colors, I will let you know whether we're tying on the last one. And I'm sure we are, so I'll let you see that. So I'm going to work on this. and I will be right back. Okay, so this first little color didn't last very long. So we're starting on this color right now. It didn't even make it around. So we're starting on this color right now, and let's see how far it gets me, where it either ends and I have to tie on a new skein, or if it's too much, then I will cut it. And that's exciting, isn't it? So I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. I think that's starting to look cute. Okay, so we're going to turn. And, you know, I know that most people do not make squares this way. I honestly, every time I've seen someone make squares, it's definitely not this way. Oh, and it's usually like, you know, one round, one color. Unless they're using variegated yarn. But normally what I see is people who use one round, one color. And, hold on. And this is low, and it's still, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's loud for me. So, I don't want to make this video too long. And if my math is right, I'm already like close to an hour and 15 minutes. So what I think I'm going to do is finish these squares and end this video here. And honestly, start filming tomorrow's video. So, you're not going to have to wait for long to see what I do. And how much I get done. I'm going to figure out the structure of tomorrow's video. I still don't know if, you know, what I might do is like, real quick, show you everything that I've done and then spend the rest of the video crocheting. Because, like I said, I like crocheting and chatting with you. And I like to show you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. You know, so like, you might not see the whole process within one video. But I hope you like to stick around and watch and see how things come together. And I'm also very excited to put these squares together. But like I was saying before, a lot of people, they, you know, do one round, one square, one round of color per square. Or like in one round, they just use one color. And how many do I have? 1, 2, 3 rounds. So I need 2 more rounds. And I don't know how long this purple is going to last, because there really isn't a lot of it. I know I'm all over the place, y'all. I apologize. But for those of you who know, you know. It's not intentional. It's just how my brain works. And there's a knot here. Let me see if I can untangle this. Which I'm usually good at taking knots apart. That's one of my superpowers. Let's see. There we go. That's out. And that's out. Okay. So, again, this is all that's left. So what I'm going to do is just leave it. Because if I cut a little bit out, it's just going to be another tiny little scrap, and I'm not doing that. So we're going to tie this color on right away. And if I use most of it, then I use most of it. If I use a little bit, I'm sure that the purple that I'm working with now is not going to go all the way around to the end. So I'm going to tie this on. Here we go. And the color that I tied on, I mean, like, I think it's in the purple family, but some people might not. But I love me some purple, so we're going to see how that takes us. And I'm going to go work on this. Well, actually, I need to go to I need to take a break and go to the little girl's room. And then when I come back, not that you needed to know that, but maybe I should edit that out. I don't know. I'm just so tired, honestly, that I'm just surprised that I have made it this long. And, like, everything is just nutty. But let me go do that, and I will be right back. And then I will finish what I was saying about granny squares. Just a second, guys. Okay, so this color is almost finished. And where we just started round 4. So this is going to be perfect. I'm hoping that we have just enough of this yarn to make it all the way around. It just needs to make it around, finish this round, because this is round 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And go around one more time. And I'm hoping that this last little bit of yarn that I have tied together will be just enough to finish. Because, you know, it would be nice to not have these tiny little scraps and get them used. But again, what we're going to do is we're going to save the scraps, and I might do scrap projects during the year, but these tiny little scraps that are good for making like centers, I might actually save them all and gather them all up so that next year, my plan, if you remember at the beginning of Vlogmas, is that I want to keep doing this. Every year on Vlogmas, I want to make a Vlogmas blanket and have a blanket to show for every year. And hopefully next year when I'm making this, when I'm doing this challenge, I'll have my blanket, this one, over my lap. And who knows where I'll be next year, but as long as, you know, I have this blanket with me, I'll be good. So, like what I was saying about the squares is that I know that some of you are probably like, that's not how you do it, and you know, your squares aren't supposed to look like that. Well, you do you, boo, and and I'll do me. I know I don't do granny squares traditionally. I also, if you've noticed, turn my work. So not only do I, put colors all over the place, all willy-nilly, as they used to say when I was little, I also turn my work. And I'm so hoping that I won't have to add on another color. And that's why, like, sometimes you'll get clumps of color in one section and not in the other, because I do turn my work. And I don't know, I just like the way it looks. I like the way it looks when I turn my work. I'm a big fan of turning my work. The only time I really don't turn my work is, like, and I know I got a compliment on this bag. This was my very first bag that I ever made. And I use this as my yarn bag. And this was all done in single crochet. And it started from the bottom up. And I did not turn my work. And in my opinion, it gives it a different look, right? When you don't turn your work and you do it all, just consecutive going around, it has a different look than when you turn your work. And I don't know, I've always liked the way things look when you turn your work. Now, I do want to recreate this bag, and it's in cotton, by the way. That's Lily Sugar and Cream. I don't make bags in acrylic. All of the bags that I make, whether it's the mesh market bags, I'm sorry, not mesh market bags. I don't make mesh market bags. I make granny square market bags. I make a giant granny square and then add in the straps. I'm so sorry. I just had like a coughing attack. And I do think that I believe I filmed myself making them, but I think I had posted that up on Facebook. That was before I started using my YouTube channel, or posting on my YouTube channel. And I think I am going to have just enough. But I will be making some of those. I will be making some of those, and I will be filming it for the channel. And if you guys like it, maybe that might be able to be turned into a pattern. But what I do is, like, I make one giant granny square. Depending, I did write it down. It is a pattern that I have for myself. And depending on the size of the granny square I have, it determines the size of the market bag. And I do have, I believe, 3, well, technically I created 4, but the jumbo, which I call a beach bag, is very big. I didn't think that by adding just an extra, I don't know if it was 2 or 4 rounds. I think it was 2 rounds. Excuse me. I think it was just 2 rounds. But just by adding those extra 2 rounds, it made a huge difference. And the bag came out ginormous. Now, I do like it because, again, it is good for a beach bag if you want to stick a bunch of towels in there. Are you serious? That is not going to be enough to finish this. I mean, technically, I lost yarn chicken. I have 1 cluster left. Can you believe that? And I'm going to have to pick another. Oh, you know what? Here. Oh, no. Hold on. See? I made a corner where it wasn't supposed to be. So let's frog it back. And that should give me my 3 clusters. I don't know what possessed me to do that, but all right. And that should be enough, because I really did not want to tie anything else in. So let's see where that goes. But yeah, I make one giant granny square, and then I decrease along the sides to make the actual bag, you know, like the gathering, and then the straps. So that's how I did it. I really didn't like the mesh stitch. I like things to be sturdy and durable. And I just thought that the granny square was a better idea for me. So that's how my market bags are made. They're just like giant granny squares. And I just really like granny squares. And it escaped me as to why I was going in this direction. Oh, so like, you know, I do turn my work when I make the granny squares. And, oh, I know where it was. Y'all can laugh at the crazy old lady. The crazy old grandma who's like losing her mind right on YouTube. I like to use cotton for my bags. And so the bag that's behind me, all my bags, my granny square market bags, my book sleeves, I have a few more different style of bags that I have in the works, but those are always, I do want to make another tote bag. Essentially, I guess you can count this as a tote bag. But there are a lot of things that I want to make this upcoming year, and I'm kind of happy that I have you guys to go on this journey with and show you the new things that I'm going to be creating. But I just think that when you turn your work, it just gives it a whole different look from when you don't turn your work. And I did that one where I did not turn my work. And that one did take me a long time. Because number one, I was new at it. And number two, it was done completely in single crochet. So I think that the next one that I'm going to make is going to be single crochet for the bottom part of it. Or for the most part of it. Come on, come on, come on. Like, seriously? This is how much I have left, and I am determined to finish this. So, give me 1 second. Okay, we're going to go there. And then we're going to slip into here. And that's not going to be much of a tail. If anything. And I just want to go one more. And hopefully one more. Guys. Dude, I finished it. Just enough yarn. I can't believe it. And the 25 days of 50 granny squares, all done. I am so proud of myself. Now I have to go sew in all the ends. Yay me. But today we did this one, which I think came out really cute. And we have this one. And we have this one. And this one. Yeah, that's the way I like it. And we are done with granny squares. So, all of our granny squares are put together. I mean, all of our granny squares are finished. Now we just have to put them together. And that's where I'm going to end this video. In a little bit, I will start the next video. And I have to say, the balls that were left were all duplicates. And it's just 3. It's just the white and these 3. And these were all duplicates. So we finished all that scrap. I can't believe it. There was so much scrap yarn. And I can't believe I finished all of it. I do believe that some of this was when I got low in the middle and I went into those half skeins and pulled out a few little scrap balls from some of that yarn. But I'm just very excited that we got to finish it all and all 50 squares are done. And pretty soon we will have ourselves a beautiful granny square blanket. And in the next video, I will talk more about, you know, kind of like what I'm looking forward to next year. But I promise tomorrow you will get the last video. And it will start off right where this one ended. So thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'm going to say it. Happy Christmas Eve. Or happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone who's watching who doesn't celebrate Christmas. Whatever you celebrate, I hope you're having a wonderful time doing it. And Merry Christmas for those of you who are looking at me like I'm crazy, which, you know, it is what it is. But thank you so much for supporting me this whole time. During Vlogmas, we made it to 50 subscribers, which, again, I know is not that big of an accomplishment for some people, but for me, it is very big and it's very important, and I am very, very grateful for those of you who found me and who started supporting me and watching my videos, and I'm very grateful. So I hope the rest of your night goes wonderful. I hope you've been good and Santa brings you some presents, because even though we're grown-ups, we still deserve to be happy and have presents. And, you know, my present might just be you guys. So thank you so much. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Oh, don't forget. I want to try and make it to 100 subscribers. Hopefully, let's shoot for July. By July 1st. No, by June 1st. By June 1st. And that date is a little special to me. But by June 1st, I hope that we can reach and get to 100 subscribers. And that is my goal. If I can have 100 subscribers by June 1st, I will be very happy. And thank you, all of you. I hope you stick around. I hope you enjoy the hot mess that I am. And if you are watching and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? You have a front seat to, you know, a hot mess. And you can hit that bell. It'll tell you when I'm on. And hit that like button so that, the more likes, I don't know how it works. I don't know how the whole algorithm thing works. I'm still learning, but I know that it does help a lot when you guys like the video. So please like my video and help me reach my goal to getting 100 subscribers by June. And hopefully by this time next year, I can have 200 subscribers. But thank you all so much. Your support is great. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.